What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Banner Report podcast, coming to you live on August 11th, 2025. We are here. I am Cody. That is Jacob. And that is the sleeping man himself, Steve Crowley. Guys, how are we doing today? Steve, I imagine yours is probably going to be something involving being tired.
I could sleep for 20 hours if you wanted me to.
No, I wouldn't want you to because you missed the show. You almost did miss the show. But
my bad. And
so we'd ask Paige to wake the beast up.
Shout out to Paige.
I had to hit up the responsible one in the relationship and be like, hey, can you know,
somebody's got to be responsible.
Get him up.
She's the pretty one, the responsible one, the smart one. I'm just kind of fucking here at this point.
She's the pretty one, Steve. Are you kidding me? I've seen you, dude.
Yeah, but everybody's looking at me now, so I think they can make the assumption that she's the pretty one out of the two of us.
You're a piece of sexual white chocolate, dude. Don't be down on yourself.
It's a fucking skinned cod is what I am.
Jacob, how are you doing?
I'm good. Just going through the summer. Really just wish the NBA season would start. This definitely feels like the sloggiest of the slogs, that's for sure. But at least the Red Sox have crawled into the postseason picture, so that can like kind of distract me. But
they're slowly crawling their way out of it.
Yeah, I mean, at least the Yankees have been worse. So, and they have one of the spots too. So it's like we're at least staying like better than them, still in the picture. But yeah, just start the season. I'm done with all this.
That is so funny. I think we are the most crab in the bucket ass fucking sports rivalry. It's like the Red Sox were kind of middling. You know, we probably should have went in a little bit more at the deadline. Definitely during the offseason, we probably should have did a little bit more around the team. But, you know, for where we are, fantastic outcome, especially involving the development of these young guys like Anthony. But, you know, it's still a little bit disappointing when you lose into like the good teams, like the Philly, like teams that are going to probably make a decent round. The Phillies, you know, beat your ass a little bit. The Padres, you know, teams that have the, you know, they go all in. They Padres had, I mean, they have Xander, so they took him from you. So, it's just.
Dude, a lot of people predict Padres versus Sox too. Like, if a lot of people still think we're winning the AL, and like that is the prediction, honestly. So it's like, damn, we wish we won that series. Yeah, no, being in the playoff picture definitely makes you really view the other playoff matchups in the season different.
But no matter what, even if we get like lose every single game from here on out, as long as we're better than the Yankees, it's like wasn't all bad. You know, pretty good year.
Did we have the Roman news last time? I don't think we did. I feel like that's a pretty huge.
Oh, the extension, yeah.
Yeah, he got signed for 8 years. That's pretty huge Boston news compared to what we've been dealing with recently with the Red Sox.
8 years, 300-something million.
Dude, it's only 130 million, but he can make that. He can make that much if he makes like if he makes the awards and stuff. So it's like it's so amazing. It's like a really it's friendly regardless because it's either he gets paid like a reasonable salary if he's just a decent player, or if he's a superstar, he's going to superstar money. It's like, okay, fine.
Hey,
like I love that.
Yeah. He won't finish his contract here just based on the pedigree alone. That's me being a little fucking negative Nancy here. But
well, if you want to go the Mookie route, though, okay, I'll take it if we have the best season in history and then win a championship. Then he leaves. You know, I think there's worse. I think also that just shows how spoiled we are as Red Sox fans. We have the most chips since 2000 out of the whole league, and we're like, this organization sucks. It's like we're literally the most successful since 2000.
Yeah, but yeah, we're it's always been the case. We're the most spoiled sports generation of all time. I'm talking about us in particular. Like there's never been any type of winning situation where all four sports are involved ever. No. New York doesn't count because there's 17,000 teams.
Well, I mean, to add on to that, I don't think it has happened even with their 7,000 teams, so it's even more impressive for us.
True. I think the only other city that like has arguments maybe LA because they had the Kings, the Lakers.
See, that's where
Dodgers.
It doesn't actually count. Yeah, that there are 5 teams in that MLB, man. Come on.
Yeah, that's bullshit. But speaking of extensions, Roman Anthony, I hope he's a Red Sox for the rest of his life, just based off of this year alone. I'm being a little sourpuss when I'm making jokes about the front office. I think they're smartening up a little bit too. Who knows? But a front office you don't have to worry about, the Boston Celtics. They re-up their coach, our guy, Joe Maz. Details are undisclosed. We don't know, but it's a multi-year extension. He's here for the foreseeable future. What are we at?
It's a good signing.
37 years old. He's here for, how long would you like to see him be here for? Is it forever as long as he's winning?
Yeah, I mean that's what it is. I mean it's like players on your team. It's all performance based.
You don't think his shtick will wear thin quickly?
I don't care if it wears thin if you're still winning. Like I mean,
But
like Bill Belichick's shtick wore thin real quick too in New England, but we were all happy that he was there for as long as he was because they kept winning, and then as soon as they weren't winning, it was all right. Well, then it's Bill's problem now.
Well, I think with Bill Belichick, it's a little bit different in the sense that he was 4 years old or whatever by the time he was done. Like, you could make the argument and probably saw it a little bit, and I don't want to make any big, announcements or speculations on him, but he might be slipping a little bit, as you get older. I mean, look at his dating situation.
I was gonna say the last year he might be slipping in his decision making.
Yeah, I mean that's just what happens with old people. It's awful. It sucks. It's part of getting old. But with Mazzulla, you won't have to worry about that for 40 fucking years. So like, it's just like, yeah, I don't know. We'll see next season because next season is not going to be the greatest season ever. But I know there's built-in excuses already, and there's But barring the fucking,
I don't think next season's going to fall on Mazzulla in any way, shape, or form. No matter.
Well, what if it's a complete collapse?
Then they're probably happy about that. They get a high draft pick to come back with Tatum.
Yeah, but there's no way it should be what if you're like a bottom fucking East team, like the drag of the drag? What if things just go to?
This team was too talented for that to happen unless there was injuries. It doesn't matter how bad the coaching is. Like the players are going to play well enough that.
I agree.
Yeah, unless he decides that, all right, Jaylen Brown, you're only playing 20 minutes a night, then that's on him. But like, as long as the players are playing, the team is too talented to be a bottom feeder in the East.
I agree. I'm with you. I was just the thought exercise of like, do you think we like switch on him immediately like that? If But
I mean, it's definitely the most interesting Joe season we've had. That's for sure. Like, definitely, like you're saying, Cody. Like, I agree with both. It's like I don't think he'll get like yelled at regardless, but it definitely will be like the realest test of his coaching abilities is like how he's going to make all this work.
Yeah. What if he didn't have a Hall of Fame, do everything power forward?
Yeah,
we're gonna see, but yeah, I think he's a guy I like to root for. He does seem like a guy I could hang out with because he's 7 years older than me. And I think that actually matters a lot when it comes to chemistry and, get a lot of this shit with the coaches in the NBA is like, there's a disconnect between the coach and the players. There's like a, little mutiny that occurs. And I don't think this will, I think the guys, meaning the Jays, the people that, not that nobody matters on this team, but the people that truly matter to the future of the franchise love them. And I think that's huge for coaching longevity in this league.
They love Brad too, which is important. Like, it's funny when you hear about like the Miami Heat breakup, like it wasn't even Spoelstra that really sent, I mean, who knows what LeBron was going to do, but it's hilarious to like hear about like the cookie story and like Pat Riley kind of getting on LeBron's nerves by the end, because it's like the coach can be the great fit, but the owner can also be an old ass and kind of ruin things and with all these restrictions and such. Do you remember the cookie story? That stuff's so funny that he took LeBron's, like there was a flight where he took LeBron's cookies away from him and he's like, no cookies on the plane anymore to LeBron. And that was like somewhat like people joked that was one of the reasons LeBron left.
Pat Riley's he's like a generational dickhead.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, he's one of the best of all time, executives and players, coaches. I got him mixed up with Jerry West for a minute. But it's just like, man, he's like, he is like Belichick. He's like, fuck you. This is my way. I don't care who you are. If you're Tom Brady, you're LeBron. This is my way. Oh well. I mean, that's why Miami's been in they've been pretty competitive, even last few years. But they're in hell now. Welcome to hell, motherfucker, with Andrew Wiggins.
And Norm Powell and Bam as your... The thing is, they have players. It just doesn't seem like it fits too well.
Yeah, it's just
funny.
like,
if you look
throw
at
a bunch of shit against the wall.
it's like truly there is a worse spot. If you actually look at their starting five, you're like, there's worse spots to be. But I feel like the NBA has just gotten like leveled up so much that's not doable anymore.
They've hit on their last a couple of the draft picks too. Like Kello Ware is definitely going to be a player in this league if he's not already. Jaime Jaquez was immediately a good player. Like, there's no real reason for them to kind of just be middling.
No, I think honestly, like talent wise, they're pretty comparable to us this year with all their injuries. So we kind of like see what
no superstar. Well, Jaylen Brown kind of that he gets sticky when you talk about no superstar, because he is like, if he's not a top 10 guy, is he in the top 15? I think potentially. Is he in the top 20? I think definitely.
We'll talk about a year for that. We'll see.
Yeah, this will really be a test. This is not only just a test for Mazzulla year. This is a test for Jaylen. But yeah, speaking of that, other than anything else on Mazzulla's contract extension, we're happy he's here for however long it's going to be. It's probably going to be 5 years, I imagine.
And I don't care about the details, like money, like you're like doesn't count towards salary. So who do I care how much he gets paid? Whatever.
Oh, he gets paid a lot just because it doesn't go towards our salary.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
I will say does seem like a good thing in the sense that the ownership that changed hands is willing to double down on what's here, specifically the coach, because there's no reason for them to give this guy who's 37 a multi-year extension. They could just, hey, we'll like 2 year every 2 years, and you're on a thin leash. But no, I think this is a signature, like, hey, you're here for the rest of the Jays tenure.
Yeah. And that we know that next year is going to be rough, but we're not going to hold that against you.
Yeah, that's a good sign, especially when, Steve, you have like questions about the new ownership. And I think I'm sort of seeing the picture with what you're saying about that, whereas like if this thing does fuck up, it's not going to be on the court. It's going to be in the boardroom, and the ownership's going to be like, listen, we can't be a repeater this year or whatever. We need to start getting rid of players. Like, that's where this Jays experiment, this Jays dynasty, hopefully, ends. And it's good to see that this is a step away from that. Speaking of the Jays, Tatum making progress. Every video I'm seeing, he's walking fine up the stairs. He's not gingerly doing anything, not that we're seeing. Doing awkward size. What do we think? Or it's but we're not doctors, so we don't. I'm not asking you to give a timetable, but like, what does that make you feel? Does it make you fucking jumblies rumble a little bit? Makes me feel kind of good.
Makes me feel a little bit optimistic about his chances of coming back this year. I mean, I don't want him to come back this year at all, but optimistic about more of his mental health, because I feel like this has probably been pretty tough on him. I mean, as a guy who plays almost every game every year, like turns an ankle and comes back and plays the next game because he just wants to play. Like, and this is something that you just can't come back and play from. So optimistic for his mental health. Seems like he's doing okay. So
if there's anything we know about Jason Tatum, it's 1, he's a great father. 2, he's a great basketball player, and 3, that's all he cares about. It's like those 2 things. So yeah, it's probably eating him alive that he can't be there with this. I mean, I think he has genuine love and affection for JB and the rest of the guys. And he probably is killing him a little bit that he knows he can't be there. And he's probably working his ass off to get back. That's like that guy puts in the work in the offseason, and it looks like it's showing up, especially with this rehab. And listen, if he says he's ready to go, and the doctors say he's ready to go, who am I to say no? You can't go, dude. Like, I get it. Obviously, we don't want to risk anything, but I think these are like, the Achilles is such a fucking freak thing that there's not much you can do about it.
That'd be the reverse Kawhi.
Yeah, I think he is not Kawhi Leonard is fantastic on the court, Hall of Famer, one of the best defensive players of all time. But like, man, he just doesn't play ball anymore. Ever since he won that chip, he hung it up. And I think Tatum, he got the chip early. Kawhi got his early, but he got the chip early on his own as the guy. And I think he just wants to get back and get another one. which makes me
Kawhi was
horny.
like, oh, he got himself on a short list of 3 players that have Finals MVPs in both conferences. He's like, you know what? I think that's a pretty good career, honestly. Tim, LeBron, and Kareem.
But Kawhi, you're only like 30 years old. Nah, I know. And listen, I'm still gonna be good when I'm out there.
People are gonna pay the shit out of me. I'm gonna hoop when I want to hoop.
I'm gonna live in LA. I'm gonna where I'm from.
Mm-hmm.
No, this offseason, like you're all saying, like it just kind of reinforces why we love Tatum. Like just the day to day, like kind of it feels like he's encouraging us in a way too. I don't know. We trusted he'd be doing the right things. Then you see him press, and he's making all the progress we thought he'd make. It's great to see. So hope he.
I'm pulling for
up.
him hardcore. He's a player. I don't. The people who hate him is so fucking strange. It has to be because he's playing in Boston.
Yeah,
but like. He's never given anybody a reason to root against him. He's not an asshole on or off the court. He's fucking charitable. He's a dad. He's in every, he's funny at times. He's low key. He's chill. There's no reason to root against the guy. But
I mean, you think there's no. I don't think there's one universally rooted for player. So it's just how it goes.
Yeah, true. Yeah. And it's about what city he plays for. It has to be, like fucking. I can't imagine the Knicks love him, or the Cavs for that matter.
No, we're rivals with the biggest markets.
The Sixers should love him. He's getting Joel Embiid out of there, hopefully early. He's giving them every excuse to be like, "Hey, move on from this guy. He ain't it." But speaking of, well, not speaking of, but remaining free agents left. I mean, there's a few names out there. They should be on teams. They're all good players in their own regard, especially Al Horford, that are just not on teams. And it's a lot of teams not wanting to pay a certain figure, even though they should, like Brooklyn and Cam Thomas. And then there's a lot of teams where it's like, hey, we need either you or we're going to go to Al Horford and we're going to, like the Warriors with Kuminga. I don't know. What do you guys think? Any hope or thoughts on this? That the players can make
the weirdest one because like he wants the opt-in team option for $7.5 million because he doesn't want to sign a multi-year deal with the Warriors unless it's going to be like I think he wants like $30 million a year or something like that. So he'd rather take the opt-in because that way he can get out in a year because they have a team option on his contract, which if you fucking pick up that team option for Kuminga and he's just mad at you, like he's going to be the most selfish basketball player you've probably ever seen. Like Steph might as well not be on the court if Kuminga's going to be on the court. He's going to go get his because he's going to try and show who he is. So that's going to be a terrible fucking locker room.
I was briefly reading that ESPN article. It was something about he didn't want to sign an agreement where he's just like he's going to be a mid-season bargaining chip. He either wants to like stay and play for what he thinks he's worth or like just be one and done and get out and go wherever he wants. But the Warriors kind of want it both ways where they're like, listen, we don't want you here the full time. We don't want to pay you a ton. And we want to send you somewhere else.
Like, why are you not like sign and trading him? Like, why are you not like this has been brewing for years in Golden State. Like, I don't know why they haven't traded him before this. Like,
well, because they're probably trying to see what's going to be available in a few months. See what teams with players they want have floundered.
Well, they should have traded him like a year or two ago. Like, this has been a problem for years for them. Like, you've just let this fester for 2 or 3 years, and now it's just coming to a head.
Well, I think 2 years ago they were still kind of hoping out for like this guy is either going to be like a top 10, 15 player in the league, or is he going to be like just a bench defender guy?
They weren't playing him though.
He's well, true. I mean, they won a championship, so not like it really mattered. But, yeah, I don't know. I can see it from all sides here. I can see what the Warriors. They didn't really. He's not who I think they thought he was. But he's not bad enough to not be anybody. So he's just like he is a valuable piece somewhere. Maybe not for them. What they're trying to do with the last years of Curry. But
that resume sounds perfect for the Kings too. Fine player.
Yeah, he's fine.
Paid a lot.
Pay him a shit ton, make him the franchise cornerstone, then trade him away to like San Antonio in a year where it'll be good. Yeah, I mean, he is weird, and I feel like Al Horford's his decisions hinging on that one. I don't know if they can bring both of them in. I don't even think that makes sense to bring both of them in. But he's kind of floating out like he doesn't know. He's okay with waiting, is what I saw in that ESPN article. Is like, listen, I might retire. Might go to the Warriors. Who knows? I might go back to Boston for a fucking vet minimum or something. Like, yeah, I'm in no rush. Which I guess he's earned at 39 years old and is now a champion, potential Hall of Famer. So that's an interesting one. Cam Thomas is the one that makes no sense and it's just the Nets being the Nets. Like, why wouldn't you sign this guy to $30 million and just have him score 20 a night when you're not doing anything?
Is there like a year limit that you have to sign him for? Like, would you have to sign him for 3 years, $30 million?
Yeah, but who cares?
If that's the case, then I get it, because you want to have some kind of flexibility, because you're going to be paying him and Claxton, and then you're hoping that you can bring in somebody to play over there.
That doesn't, yeah, but they're not going to be contending for a championship in 3 years unless fucking something crazy happens.
Well, you know how a front office isn't thinking like, all right, we're going to suck in 3 years, because if they suck in 3 years, half the front office is going to be gone. So
counterpoint, they've sucked for the last 10.
They don't want to be the front office that signed Cam Thomas for $30 million a year and couldn't get off of it because nobody else in the league wants Cam Thomas at $30 million a year.
Another counterpoint, he'd be the second best player on a team that's severely lacking any talent. And they want to probably pack the house out. It's a big stadium in the middle of New York. It's like you give them something to watch, which is a guy who's a fireballer.
Wait, so we gotta re-sign Cam Thomas to put asses in seats in New York, but we should have traded Devin Booker away from Phoenix because putting asses in seats isn't important.
Wait a minute. What?
You used to say that they shouldn't have brought back Devin Booker because it doesn't matter about putting asses in seats. They should just tank. But then the Nets should hire Cam Thomas at $30 million a year so you can put asses in seats.
Couple of things. Cam Thomas is not Devin Booker. Devin Booker is a championship level player. And they were obviously trying to win a championship with him. And then they gave that up by trading away Kevin Durant. So why would you bring back Devin Booker for a team that Devin Booker? The main issue between us is that Devin Booker is not going to put a substantially large amount of asses in seats in Phoenix, Arizona, of all places, by the way, than when he's not there.
When was Devin Booker? He didn't even get. Would have been more so a trade though too. So you'd be bringing in a lot for Devin, right?
Yes, that was also the other thing. Not the same situation, Steve. Wrong. No, but and it is important, especially when you have nothing going on. The Suns now have nothing going on. You could argue they had nothing going on last year either, but they had something. They had Kevin Durant and Devin Booker together. That is not nothing. Now they got nothing. It's Jalen Green and Devin Booker. So, Steve, if you think that's going to put asses in seats, then I got to fucking...
Devin Booker will, but Jalen Green, oh my God, they're going to be excited for the first week, and they're going to be like, what the fuck is going on here?
But also, it's Brooklyn. Like, I feel like we're a little down on the ass that Cam Thomas is, which is like a guy who is going to run your offense.
He's not going to run your offense well. The guy averages like 2 assists a game, and he has the ball more than anybody.
He'll run it better than anybody else on the team.
That's not running your offense. That's running an offense for him.
At the very least, he'll put up some points.
Hey, he's getting better at playmaking. His assist numbers did go up last year, but
couldn't get worse at playmaking. You're not allowed to have negative assists in a game.
He's very giving compared to Michael Porter Jr. at least.
Yeah, and that's another thing. So you're
Rajon Rondo compared to Michael Porter Jr. Jesus Christ, that's a black hole of a player.
Yeah, he's only 23 years old too, Steve. Like, he's fucking a baby.
Cam Thomas, I don't blame him. Go get your bag because this is where you're gonna get your bag. But like, I can see where the Nets are like, hey, do we really want to pay Cam Thomas $30 million a year when you look at the other players in the league that are making $30 million a year? Like, do you want to be that team that looks that dumb?
He's 23 years old, and I know he didn't play a lot last year, but when he did, he was averaging 24 points a game on 35% from three with 3 boards and 4 assists. Like,
what's his overall efficiency?
how the fuck do you expect me to look that up?
Effective field goal percentage should be right there.
Oh, I wasn't looking on that. You also know he's born in Japan. That's crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
You're not looking at Rui Hachimura's over here?
Cameron Boucher Thomas.
Dude, could he play for Team Japan? That'd be fucking awesome.
So him and Rui. The new with the Yang Hansen guy. I think he's Japanese too. He just got drafted by the Rockets. Japan's coming old.
His EFG was 51.3%, which I think is actually kind of pretty good for a guard. Not for someone
who's you're our numbers guy. What is it?
What?
You're our numbers guy. Is that good or bad?
I mean, for his shot volume, sounds pretty good.
Yeah, that means he's making 51%. I assume he shoots like 8.
Like, I assume he shoots 8 threes a game.
There's just in no world should the Nets not be paying Cam Thomas $30 million a year to play for that shit team.
So he's getting 24 a game and he's getting 30 million, but Anthony Simons is getting like 20 a game and he's getting 18. And they're like,
the market doesn't make sense.
I would say they're comparable players, right?
Hold on. I'm trying to figure out what your point is here.
Because like Anthony Simons is a comparable player to Cam Thomas, I think.
Okay.
He's making about 18 million a year, but then Cam Thomas is trying to go for 30.
So Cam's
what's the age,
Cam's an RFA, and Anthony,
I don't know, be a free agent after this year.
He's 27, 26 though. He's like,
I'm just looking at just pure numbers. Like, I mean, like the Nets are probably looking at it from a number standpoint. Like, hey, like we can get basically the same output for less money somewhere else.
Well, they can't get Anthony Simons.
No, I'm not saying that Anthony Simons. I'm just saying in general. Like, there's other players that are putting out similar numbers to Cam Thomas that aren't making $30 million a year.
Okay, fair.
I'm just looking at it from the front office's point of view of like, hey, because Cam Thomas probably wants like 4 or 5 years at $30 million. And I get they're not going to be good in 4 or 5 years probably, but like you also don't want to be stuck on $30 million a year Cam Thomas.
So I'm looking so Anthony Simons was in the league at 20, from 22 to 24, he was getting paid like $24 million a year, and now he's getting paid 27.
Okay, 27 this year? I thought it was only 18 this year.
His contract is 4 years for $100 million.
So 25 a year, yeah. All right, well, it's not that far off then.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's really not. And Simons' contracts where, the cap goes up, however much. So he's getting 25 when he signed, which was fucking, 3 years ago? And so it probably bounced up $5 million. Who knows?
Also, the market's just so confusing now because we hear about like how it's so hard to get the money, and then you see Jakob. I mean, the Raptors are a bad example, but Podol got like 25 a year for 4 years, and then RJ gets 30 million, quickly gets 30 million. So it's like I don't even know. This era right now is confusing for contracts. How much these people are worth, because I feel like we're in such a weird time with like everyone trying to adjust to the apron, but some people still getting the money.
But Steve, even to your point, I get why the Nets might be hesitant to sign a guy like Cam Thomas. I get every reason why, but like, why wouldn't you just do it now and hope that by midseason he's averaging what he averaged last year, which is about a midseason's worth of games, and then just try and move him off of him while his stock is high.
Well, he's a restricted free agent, so he's already talking to other teams, and like all the reports are here, other teams don't want him. So if they don't want him in restricted free agency, I can't imagine they're going to want him after the Nets sign him for $30 million.
Well, what's the penalty if they sign him?
If they sign him, and if they offer him something, the Nets can match it.
Yeah, but what happens if the Nets don't match it? Don't they have to give up pick compensation or some shit? I know they have to do that in the NFL.
They just get him. I think the whole restricted free agency thing is that the original team has last rights to him. But like, say if Detroit offered him $20 million a year, then the Nets could say, all right, we're going to pay you $20 million a year, Cam Thomas. And he has to accept it because it's part of the deal.
I don't think the Pistons are in need of Cam Thomas's services.
But that's what I mean. Like, even the Pistons are like, hey, we're not even going to offer you that, because Cam Thomas is probably going to these teams saying, I want $30 million a year too, and they're all saying no.
Do we know this though? Do we know like the Pistons are off? Like, do we know?
If Cam Thomas is asking for 30 from the Nets, he's not going to accept $20 million from somebody else, because that means the Nets can pick up that offer too.
Yes,
and sign him to just that. So he's going to ask for the same amount from everybody, and if they're all not signing him,
there's not many teams in need of a guard that can put up 20 points a game that are don't have their head up their ass. Like the Nets. The Nets are a team that would need a guard who can score 25 points a game at best. Like he's the perfect fit for them right now.
He's a perfect fit for him, but I mean, I just see like there's a lot of you can just see the downside from it too. Like a bad defender, he's not gonna win you any games. Undersized. Undersized guards don't age well in the league.
Dude, I can just see him on the Bulls. And Giddy goes.
Well, that's another one. Giddy's another guy who's in this free agent spirit who's just like wants the whatever the max he can get, 30 mil. And the Bulls are like, no.
4 for 80. I think. I can't remember who it was.
And he said no.
I think most of it. I'll look it up right now.
Probably like Utah, and he's just like, I don't want to go to Utah.
No, he would love to go to Utah. Very lax children's laws over there.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Ask fucking Carl.
Mm-hmm.
You see that Bev didn't know about Karl Malone and what he did?
I didn't. I saw the Twitter meme. I didn't know it was that recent.
Yeah, apparently.
Makes
me not feel so bad about not knowing.
I mean, listen, Karl Malone, one of the greatest. Awful guy, maybe. Sounds like probably.
Much better basketball player than human.
Confirmed.
I don't know him personally. I'll say that.
I don't need to.
I probably wouldn't want to know him personally. Shout out to the mailman on the court only.
A fun thing I saw in the news is that, did you see that, like the Thunder doing the ring ceremony in front of KD?
For real.
Opening nights against Houston in Oklahoma City.
I like that.
Me too.
I like that a lot.
They're going to be like the best team in Thunder history that finally got them a championship since the move from the Sonics. And the best player, like they're probably going to talk up Shea as like the best player in Thunder history. It's gonna, oh my God. KD might have a 50-point game, honestly.
That's sick though. I hope KD gets a fire lit under. I really hope KD's really good again for guys 37, 38. I hope and the Rockets are going to be good, but like I hope that KD is,
I mean, he like I've said, I think he's one of the best. Everyone says he's one of the best plug and play like type players in the league, and I feel like the Rockets are like the team that needs that the most. So it's definitely, they're one of my favorite teams to watch this year. That's for sure.
Yeah, I just liked watching Amen play last year. He was so fun to fucking watch.
Dude, his deceleration steps, like I think Steve might have sent that, the deceleration where like he does that move where he stops like moving, like all of a sudden, dude, like, oh my God, like, because no one does that like him. I feel like he's gonna like kind of usher that move in. I know it's been done, but like not to the effect he does it, at least. I don't know.
Harden was really good at it.
Yeah, and I think Ja does that a lot too.
Yeah,
but he just looks uncanny athletic, so it just looks different.
Yeah, his whole package, Buzz, is enticing. Brother, not so much. Brother can't really score like his other brother. Oh, sorry.
No.
But I get it. I play in 2K25. The Pistons are always really good. I'm the Celtics dynasty. Asar is like the best. Tatum can't even get by him at all, and he's blocking Tatum shots left and right. It's like, what the fuck are we doing here? It's fucking crazy.
Dude, I mean, there might be a reason the number one. Obviously the people around them kind of influenced it too, but it's just funny and fitting that the number one and number two rebounding teams last year were the two Thompson twin teams.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, the Bulls offered him 4 for 80. He hasn't picked it up yet, though. He wants $30 million a year too.
I mean, he's good.
Contracts. I don't know. I don't know if he's a max contract player.
No, but he's good, man. I get it. I don't hate his player package, like a tall guard who tall and like you can shoot. I don't hate that.
I thought that his big problem is that he couldn't shoot.
He can shoot. I don't think he's particularly good at it right now.
I think he got a little better last year, but yeah, definitely still seems like a player that has the yips in a way when it comes to shooting. But he definitely, I think, got better last year than the Thunder. That's why the Thunder gave up on him.
I mean, dude, like 14.5, 8 and 7. I mean, I like that archetype of a player.
Hell yeah, and
I shot 37% last year, 38% on 4 attempts.
Yeah, I think he can. I think he can shoot on 4 attempts. Oh, a game. All season.
4 attempts total.
Yeah, but I also think if he was like in the playoffs and on the Thunder, he might have shot differently. I feel like he was in a low stress situation to kind of get the groove going there. Yeah, he definitely. It's funny you list those stats and it's like I can remember a player that was spoken of exactly the same with the exact same repertoire of stats. So you basically sound like Ben Simmons. You're like, oh, 17, 8 and 7. What an amazing person! Like,
yeah,
and that's
another year, 15, 8 and 8 for his rookie year. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
With
but Simmons also possessed a different level of size, and his defense was top notch. In the league already. Speaking of which, he's another guy who's in this free agency pile that's just not getting signed anywhere. He played the entire season last year. He ended the year on a team. You know, he's not nobody.
He hasn't ended up with anybody. I mean, I'm hearing after we signed Boucher and everything, I'm hearing now it's the Knicks are gonna get him. I mean, if I'm him, I just want to get out of a big market. Like,
honestly, I love that for the Knicks if they brought in Simmons.
Yeah, I would love it too. I mean, like, I love Simmons as a player. I think he could fit anywhere, but just get out of a big market with the bullshit. Like, the Knicks market is. Wow. I thought the Philadelphia market was fucking toxic. I mean, Jesus Christ.
So I started laughing immediately. Dude, I want him there now. And now I want him there.
The game and have a fucking turnover, and they're going to be asking for his head by halftime. Like, I don't.
We posted a TikTok, so you can always follow us on TikTok and Instagram Reels. We posted a TikTok about just blowing Jalen Brunson, and they're like, this guy's fucking nothing, dude. What are you talking about? Severe recency bias. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about, blah, blah, blah. It's like, Jesus, I thought you guys loved this guy. No, yeah. But I do, listen, I hear you about the big market stuff. He's either never going to get it, or he's going to get over it. Like, that's just, he's got to, he played in LA last year, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, albeit for the Clippers. But
every market he's been in has been a big market. He was Sixers, he was
Brooklyn,
Nets, and now he was LA. Like, put him in Atlanta?
Put him in Phoenix.
I mean, Phoenix is, if you want him to win and succeed.
I mean, they literally have no passers, though, right now.
Phoenix?
Yeah. Isn't it just like 5 shooting guards?
They're going to run Devin Booker out there at point guard. He was really good at point guard last year when they did run him at it. So I think they're going to have a whole year of him doing that.
But the idea of playing him next to Brunson kind of makes me, it like tickles me a little bit. Like fancy, like if I'm a GM, I'd be like, yeah, I'd like to see that. Just help him out defensively at the very least. And you're getting a guy who can pass the ball, facilitate when Brunson's off ball.
Helping him out defensively. They had Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, and Josh Hart out there to help him out defensively, and they still couldn't find a way to help him out defensively. Like, it's just what it is. Like, no, I'm not going to harp on that point. Yeah, we harp on that point too much.
Size is king in the NBA.
Yeah, but I mean, listen, if he's going to be cheap, I'm the Knicks. I'd like to see him even on the Celtics.
I love him on the Celtics. I've been beating that drum for a while.
No. Yes, you have. But the only free agent that got signed recently was Jevonte Green to the Pistons, former Celtic. Thoughts?
Sweet. Awesome.
Fun.
I'm happy for Jevonte. He's carved himself out a role in the NBA. He keeps getting contracts, all of that.
I think the Pistons are going to take probably a fairly minor step backwards this year. They're going to miss Beasley. He was like 6th man of the year contender last year.
They replaced Beasley with Duncan Robinson.
Yeah. Like I said, Beasley was 6th man contention last year. Duncan Robinson's should arguably not be on the roster anymore.
Well, Beasley was 6th man of the year. It was just off of his 3-point shooting last year.
Yeah.
Duncan Robinson can match that easily.
Yes, yeah, true.
I don't think they're going to take that much of a step back.
He
wasn't out there locking up. He wasn't out there playmaking. He was out there shooting threes.
They also might not. I might be eating crow because they're getting they're getting
Jaden.
Ivy back. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he got his leg shattered midseason last year, so getting him back.
Vegas had him at like 46.5 this year.
It's just going to be interesting to see when they don't have that. And Duncan Robinson can be that. We just, we'll have to see how he gels in the situation. But it's going to be interesting to see that missing catch and shoot guy that was so vital to their success last year. But who knows? Maybe they'll make up for it with Ivy getting 20 points a game and Duncan Robinson being there on the catch and shoot. Maybe. Will they be better than the Celtics?
Duncan does bring a bit of experience too. Like he's been to the finals, like all that jazz. Like Beasley strikes me as someone who would buckle up. Like I think I'm thinking of the moment in my head. Like he kind of blew big moments at the end of the series last year. Like didn't he like not catch? Like it was past him and just straight up went out of bounds. Like he just didn't catch it. Like I feel like stuff like that. Duncan might
he lost a lot of steam at the end of the year, I think.
Yeah, and he almost had a Trent Jr. moment where like he like blew the end of the game 7 for them or something just by not catching a ball. So like that's something Duncan might have more composure for.
Yeah. Jesus, just don't gamble and you'll be in a better mind space.
Dude, I was just about to say, Cody, they'd be in a way worse spot. Like imagine if they rode with Beasley this year.
What do you mean?
That came in the middle of the year.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, he's like getting sued by landlords left and right. He's clearly has no money. He can't pay anything. He owes like $50,000 to a barber. Like he might not even play this year.
Jesus.
He'll be overseas playing somewhere by the end of the year for sure.
Exactly. If he doesn't do like hard time.
I know, dude. He might. Yeah, exactly. It's looking like he might have. Like if you're scraping money this much everywhere, like there's a chance he did fraud at some point. Like yeah. Like they might have been so fucked if they were like riding with Beasley this year. Look, obviously it's off court, but.
Enjoy being bunkmates with Big Baby, dude. Yeah, good for Jevonte. Listen, this is probably going to be a good pick for the Pistons. He's a guy who can eat some minutes for you, and he could do a little bit of a lot.
It'd be fun to run with Cade. Get them out on the break together. That'll be fun to watch.
Yeah. Give Cade just another weapon. Just let load up around Cade and let him see what he has because he took a huge step last year, and I think he's maybe poised to take another one to the upper echelon of the NBA elite. But speaking of NBA elite and former Thunder, Russell Westbrook looks like he's going to be a Sacramento King this year. Steve, thoughts?
News to me.
He's in a free agency pool, but he is like heavily rumored to go to the Kings because that's like who they can afford. Who can afford him?
He's gonna have the rainbow times 2 by the end of his career. It feels like.
Oh yeah.
He just doesn't want to hang him up.
No, he's like an ultimate competitor. He's gonna have to have a leg fall off before he stops playing.
Ultimate competitor, man. Go somewhere else than Sacramento, please. Please.
They're building something special, dude. They're getting Kuminga. It's brewing.
Something's brewing.
Him with Domantas Sabonis. I don't know if I like that combo.
No, they already have Malik Monk, who's a better player. Like, just fucking,
Russell's going to be trying to rip rebounds out of Sabonis' hands. It's like, that's my board.
Oh man, I mean, 10 years ago, 10 years ago, him with DeMarcus, that would have been fucking electric factory.
That would be fucking crazy.
Yeah.
DeMarcus with Rondo was already crazy enough. Never mind Westbrook.
For real. Any other thoughts on that? Good luck, Russ, out in Sacramento, Sacktown. Shout out Sacktown.
Yeah, let's hope Russ is happy.
Kings just doing things. Sick.
Kings doing things to do things, A lot of these trades just doing things to do things.
Something that hits home close to home, though, is there's a lot of bubbling news about Sam Hauser going to LA. And I mean the Lakers. What do we think? It'd have to be a trade, obviously.
Look, I'll close my eyes and I'll take the medicine and you can give us Luka Doncic. All right.
Oh my God, LeBron James.
I'll settle for LeBron. I'll ask for Luka, but I'll settle for LeBron for Sam Hauser, okay?
Exactly.
I don't know. Select all of the whites in the league, okay?
I don't know what they could do. I haven't been on the trade machine since I heard this news today. I don't know who they could send over.
Where's this news coming from? I haven't heard it.
Jacob, Yahoo Sports.
Which reporter?
An ESPN journalist.
I was going to say, I also just like Googled it, and it seems like a bunch of people are saying the past few days, so it's not just that piece.
Zach Cram.
Fuck you, Zach Cram.
Cram it up your ass, dude. Speaking of cram, Dildo Gate. No, I'm kidding. That's for later.
Would you guys like Rui?
For this season, sure.
They make very similar money.
Rui, or maybe trade him halfway through. Like, you know.
I don't think they want to give up.
We need
Rui.
that size a little.
I don't want to give up Sam Hauser.
No, I don't
want to do that.
In no way do you have to. That's the best part, is you don't have to do it if you don't want to.
Yeah, they'd have to fucking blow our tits off with an offer. Like, Rui and a first-round pick.
Rui and Gabe.
Fuck it, you're not going to need it. Like, you're going to be good with Luka. You have a set floor. That's going to be in, like, the top. That's going to be pick 25 and above.
Yeah.
I think they're just looking at the shooters they have around Luka. They're like, oof.
They're like DeAndre Ayton, Rui Hachimura, Austin Reeves, and Gabe Vincent, and that's it. Yeah, LeBron. LeBron's actually a really good shooter in his latter years.
That's why he the GOAT.
But he's
centers that we would want, because we keep wanting to put centers on our team.
DeAndre Ayton.
And the one we don't want, well, the other one we might not want is on a restricted, like, no trade clause, which is hilarious. Jackson Hayes.
Oh, Jackson Hayes.
Dude, Jackson Hayes gets a fucking no trade clause. That's the fucking. Is he Rich Paul's fucking client?
It was 1 year. It kind of makes it only makes sense for 1 year, but yeah.
I don't want that fucking guy anyway. This is bad vibes.
Having said that,
I don't want him either.
Jason Tatum, no trade clause, I'd sign it tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even if I know it's going to fuck us over in 5 years, I'm like, yeah, absolutely. I would never want to see him play for another team. And I'm sure that's how people felt in Washington.
We'd all eat shit if he ended up having the mentality of Bradley Beal, but I would think not.
Exactly.
I think they're built a little bit different.
Well, they're like best friends, so fuck. It's amazing how like they fucking, one got whacked with the non-competitive stick and the other didn't.
Isn't that like 8 years difference between the two of them though, or something?
Probably.
Just about. Probably not too far off.
Yeah, 34.
And Tatum's 27.
Yeah, so
they're like a generational. There's a bit of a generational divide, but I think Beal definitely was like a little bit of a big brother, especially coming from the same place. But yeah, so
there's nothing on the Lakers I would want, honestly.
I'll take their picks.
Like you said, their picks are going to be 25 and above. Like, that's not really useful to us if we're going to trade away a guy who's a career 40% 3-point shooter
on a good deal. But listen, I kind of disagree with
less than 40% from three in any level of his career, through high school, through college, through the NBA. Like that's a skill that you're not going to find at the 25th pick in the draft.
I hear you, but in this upcoming era of the NBA, there's nothing that's going to be more important than hitting on your own picks. That's how you got to build out the rest of flesh out your team. Like, you can't really do it in free agency anymore. So I just will say the picks are now, their premium has been set a little bit higher than what it used to be.
Steve, also, I agree. He's amazing, but it's hilarious you just said that because Sam Hauser was undrafted.
That's crazy. You should not.
It's like, you're like, we cannot get that in the 25th pick. It's like, we just found him off the heap, actually, but
yeah. And there's gonna be a slew of 3-point guys like Luke Kennard's coming up in the free agency. I remember from last week. Like, you can find a replacement player.
We don't need to
do it. No, you don't. You have Sam Hauser at home. You don't have to go find a Sam Hauser, but there is a world where I could talk myself into a trade that like blows me away with picks.
Yeah, especially for a team that needs shooting that might over trade. You know what I mean? Like overcompensate us. Like, but yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and that's really it. Go ahead.
It always sucks if it's the Lakers, regardless, though.
Yeah,
That
I don't
always
really,
just
that's
adds
the
a
worst
sting.
part of it. Like, why do I want to help them out? I'd rather be like the fucking send him to Utah, somewhere where he fit in.
With Ainge.
Yeah,
but
Ainge would love him.
No, but it would suck because he would do so well with Luka too. We can't have that.
No. So I get the Lakers. Obviously, there's really nobody on the table that I'm not willing to talk about besides. Well, I think they would say just Luka. I mean, I think LeBron's pretty much on the table,
as we've heard.
I don't think there's anybody that's not movable to them right now.
They better not say Reeves too. Like that the end of the year conversation about Reeves going to the playoffs. I'm like, he's good, but guys, just like stop making me annoyed about this.
Best third option in the league,
dude. Not only that, I think this is weird that maybe Bill. I think now that I think back, I think Bill Simmons was trying to curse him, but he didn't just say that. He was like saying like one of the best third options ever. Because what third option can go out there and get you 45 on a random night? It's like, I don't know, dude. We had two people we had Peyton Pritchard and D White get 40 in the same game.
Exactly. It's like, yeah, it's really funny to think Bill is just like, he's using his pulpit to like influence people in the NBA or like set a narrative that will influence the public thought. Like, yeah, there's no way he could really have thought that, honestly. Like, that's fucking nuts because we have Derek White literally at home, dude. Yeah. Like Derek White is
a fifth option that scored 40 points in a game.
He's leaps and bounds a better player than, no offense to Austin Reeves, he's a good player than Austin Reeves. Like Derek White is he could be like a borderline number 2 player, and he's our number 3. But that's whatever. Bill's he's mostly on his shit, but I'm gonna chalk that one up to him being mastermind, puppet master, GM puppet master.
I think so too.
Podcast for fucking as many hours a week as he does, you're bound to just say some dumb shit.
Yeah,
I don't podcast for as many hours as he does, and I find a way to say dumb shit every fucking week and get yelled at on fucking TikTok.
This is what the podcast is, just us saying dumb shit into a mic and recording it and putting it out for the masses to watch.
Mostly just me. Shit quota every time.
We try to bring you back on the tracks periodically. But yeah, speaking of cram, is there anything else on the NBA slate that you want to talk about that we missed? Nothing really. It's been an awful sports summer.
Tomorrow we get the season schedule.
That's cool.
Yeah, Celtics are not playing on Christmas.
No, first time since 2015 we're not on Christmas, which is kind of nice because now I can kind of put the game on in the background and enjoy my family and not be the dickhead sitting in the fucking living room while everybody else is like in the dining room enjoying each other.
But absolutely, that's like I literally have to sit down for 2.5 hours to watch the Celtics play every Christmas. Like, it's not that.
Sometimes you got to explain shit to people in the room. Like, oh, the Celtics good this year. It's like you just won the title last year, kind of coasting.
You got to put up with like the inane, like the uncles or cousins who don't really. They're listening to Felger and Maz radio 24/7. They're like, I don't think Derek White's really that good. It's like, well, I think he's probably better than you're saying.
My uncle knows a lot about sports, and he's unfortunately he listens to Felger and Maz because he's in his work truck, and it's like, yeah, I'm hearing this about Jaylen Brown. I'm like, did you hear it from Felger and Maz? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, well, there's your fucking source. Fucking stink. They're just there to hate and say annoying shit.
The amount of times I talk my dad down from saying we need to trade one of the Jays is crazy before the chip, dude.
I think every time I come home, think that.
Yeah, oh my God.
Every time there's a part of him that still thinks the Jays will not work in the league together. It's like, dude, what? I don't like they just shoot too much. It's like, yeah, I know, but that's just if you watch the league, everybody's shooting. Like,
if you watch every game, there's 2 guys on every team that shoot too much, and we
don't even shoot too much. It worked. They went
80-20.
Yeah, it's worked even this year. Where everything worked in the playoffs, but we won 61 fucking basketball games in the regular season with this shooting too much style.
Best road record in history, and that you'd think that would not play well with shooting a lot either. You'd think it'd be the opposite. You'd think we'd be a home team.
No, we shot awful at home.
Yeah,
every time we needed it.
That team, though, like the dominance of that team, I don't think people understand. I mean, that team had more 30-point leads than 10-point deficits all for a whole season. Like that's
we were saying this back then. We were like, this might be the best team I've ever seen. Like most dominant. I mean, it wasn't the the whatever, however 9 win Bulls or some shit.
78 win Bulls and 79 win Warriors.
Yeah,
but put the
really
records together though, it's top 5, right? Isn't because a lot of those crazy winning seasons ended up like having a lot. Like we only had 3 losses in the playoffs. When you add them together, it's like.
I think we were like number 1 in offensive efficiency. We were like number 2 in defensive efficiency. We were fucking dominating. Last year, not so much, even though in the regular season we were pretty much same product.
72 and 10 for the Bulls and 73 and 9 for the Warriors.
Yeah,
not 79 win fucking team. Holy fuck.
That's crazy.
We won 79 and 3 this year. That's those fucking Snapchat filters that we were fucking with, where you end up with like Kareem, Will, fucking
Jordan, imagine the bankroll you would have built up at the beginning of the year if you just bet Warriors to win if you're like on them, be like they're gonna win a fuck ton of games, taking the money. Obviously, gambling wasn't legal back then, but you
not
build
the way you were.
Yeah, well, in California it wasn't legal. But
you just take money line Warriors every night, and you just kept rolling that over almost every night.
And the fucking 4 times they lose, they just bankrupt you because you're betting like $15K on it. It's like fuck. But yeah, I'm talking about a safe bet that year. Warriors money line. Yeah, I don't know. It's yeah, we'll see. It's going to be an interesting year. We always say that. Because I don't think we're in untrodden ground here as Celtics fans, but we'll see. In other news, WNBA Dildo Gate. What do you got? ESPN just I'm looking for. No, I'm not looking for another job, but if you sent me an offer, I would review it. I'm just sitting there. This talent, just like NBA sick. Dildo Gate. Give me 5 minutes on that, guys.
Yeah, I mean, like Cody being over there testing the dildos, saying the flexibility of them, size, depth, girth. ESPN really needs a man on the ground with his legs in the air kind of thing. So let's get this guy over there. ESPN, get this guy a fucking job.
I meant more of I was working the Sports Center desk, but yeah, if you want me to fuck myself with a dildo, Steve, I guess we'll do it for the joke.
We're working something under the Sports Center desk, that's for sure.
If you see me squirming in my chair, maybe then you know. Yeah, I mean, it's fucking
seems wildly disrespectful. Like nothing like this would ever happen in any other league.
What are you fucking talking about? Happened in the NFL?
Yeah, it happened one time in the NFL. It's happened.
No, it happened multiple times.
It's happened 4 times in one or 5 times in one WNBA season.
It's disrespectful. It's disrespectful because of the gender element of it, for sure. Like it's just like, why are you doing this to women playing a professional sport? It's just funny when you a fucking shithead Bills fan is just like, fuck you, Gronk, and fucking takes the dildo out of his ass and throws it on the field. Yeah. But when you're doing it against women, it seems like
targeted.
Yeah, predatory. Not predatory is maybe too harsh of a word, but definitely, targeted, I think is the accurate word.
Yeah, I wonder if it's that or if it's just like one of the easier. I just wonder if it's that or if it's just easier to get into game. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I wonder how security is and all that. I know they're like buckling down. Who knows if it was just that? Like most eyes easiest to get in.
Like you could throw like fucking. You could have thrown like another basketball onto the court. You could have thrown a fucking cup onto the court. No, you're throwing fucking dildos onto the court.
I mean, dildos are objectively funny. In like almost any context.
They did name it Dildo after all.
Yeah,
Dildo's just a funny fucking name. It's just what it is. You can't skip that.
How do you think they're getting them in the game? This is obviously the biggest topic of conversation.
Now, before it was just backpacks, but now they're saying no more backpacks in the arena, and it's still happening. So. They got that thing either strapped to their leg or
guy getting pat down. The guard's just like, good for you, dude. Holy shit!
So wait, you have 2 pieces?
Good lord! You need a separate ticket for that thing, man.
I heard something hilarious. Like you were like saying, Steve, like who knows if it would be able to do in an NBA game or not. But I did see a hilarious like thread of people explaining why. And it was like, as soon as someone would raise it and throw it, everyone in the stands just jump on him. And like, I was just like, what are you talking about? Is someone raise a dildo and like just be hilarious to see a bunch of dudes start being like, don't throw that dildo. And just trying to like beating the crap. Like as if that would happen.
Secret Service of dildos. You just have guys in the suits being like, we got him. Target, putting up the dildo. Get him now. Converge.
Oh, it was like that one, was it in Minnesota that one year where they kept having protesters running on the court?
Oh, yeah.
And then
that was
lady,
climate activists. Yeah.
Yeah, you saw the one lady, I thought it was PETA activists against the chicken factory they have over there. Because the guy that owns the Timberwolves owns like a...
Oh, maybe. Maybe I got it mixed up.
Like that. But I remember there was one security guard, the lady sitting in like the front row, and she was just sitting there just like looking back at somebody like for like 30 seconds. And then all of a sudden the lady like jumped out of her chair and tried to run, and the security guard just like fucking hit stick there.
He had his eyes on her the whole time. He's just like,
great. It's just fucking unbelievable. So we gotta get
dude.
We gotta get that security guard in all the WNBA games. She'll figure it all out for us.
Oh shit, that's fucking hilarious. Hit sticking a woman on the court. You know, that guy was just like, I'm a fucking hero, dude.
It was a chick. It wasn't even a dude. It was another chick. She was just like, you could just see her in the front row because she's like one of the ones that's right on the court. And she's like sitting there just looking back.
Oh, it was a chick. Fuck. Okay, that makes it way better actually.
Absolutely eyeballing this one chick, and for some reason the chick that was gonna run on the court just didn't figure out that the security guard was just looking dead at her for like 2 minutes, and then she's like, "I got this, guys."
So I think no one's noticed me. I think I'm playing it cool.
They kept doing the thing where they're planting their hands to the ground, and like she was like rubbing shit on her hands. Like, can you be any more like
rubbing the crud off?
Yeah, sign her up, dude. Maybe she's fucking like Christian Gonzalez with those. You'll INT those fucking dildos midair. Just fucking one hand them.
I feel so bad. They got to get like the towels out to pick the fucking things up.
It's also really gross, especially
You don't know whether it's used. You don't know whether it's fucking out of the box. Now they're not letting people bring shit in, so you know it might be used to get in.
Yeah, got to play it safe.
Yeah, this shit's
it's fucking weird. People are fucking strange, man. That's crazy.
It was like the internet culture of like, hey, we're just gonna make a big joke out of this. It's just like perpetuating more people to fucking do it.
It's like copycats all over the place.
It's just not fair to the players at all. Like they got to stop their fucking game in the middle of it because just people are being dickheads, basically.
Yeah, it's a bit demeaning, especially as a woman. Not that I am a woman, but yeah.
Fight back. Throw flesh courts and flesh lights onto the court at the NBA games.
I was about to say that's the only way to make it right. Let ladies throw fleshlights on the court.
Somebody just absolutely fucking nails Luka in the forehead with a flash.
It sticks right to his head.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can that even happen? I don't know.
Just hits a perfect amount of suction.
With a little fucking kissy mouth right across his fucking.
Do you think this has anything to do with the fact that the WNBA players are probably going to go on strike in the next couple of seasons for equal pay? Anything to do with them speaking out against increasing their salary and wages? Like, is this a diversionary tactic by the shadow GMs and owners of the league?
I don't think so. I think
no contract increases.
They're be asking for fucking hazard pay, a little bit extra every time a dildo flies on the court. We get an extra $5 a piece, so you better get the security up.
It's also probably raising viewership. So, not to support it, but it like I don't even know. Like it definitely. I bet people are watching to see if this fucking happens right now.
I think on like those weird like semi legit like Kalshi or whatever, like betting things, you can bet will a dildo hit the floor on like a WNBA game tonight. Like you can bet on it.
And what color it would be.
I want to know the guy that got behind the scenes coming up with the fucking numbers on that one.
Yeah.
Like how do you compute the number? Oh, it's a plus 5,000 that a fucking dildo does record tonight. Like how do you come up with that fucking number?
It's just random.
It's a great question, Steve. Honestly, that's a fucking great question.
Every other thing is like you can have stats to back it up. Like, oh, Russell Westbrook scored 30 points in like 8 straight games. So now we can compute the fucking number. But it's like, all right, how do we compute whether or not somebody wants to shove a dildo up their ass so they can bring it into a WNBA game and throw it on the court, and that they have good enough seats to get it there or a good enough arm? Dude, like, does the number go like? Do you get minus money on fucking arenas that have shit security or?
Yeah. Can you pick the arena?
It blows my mind when anyone bets on stuff. Like when people bet on like those sites of like stuff that's not like sports related, or I don't know, like when it's just based on like opinion and all that. I don't get when people do that sort of
the
thing.
presidential election stuff.
The last time I ever did that, and it was pretty hilarious. But the one experience I had is I bet that Old Town Road would win the Grammys that year.
Did it? It might have.
No, dude, it didn't. It didn't win, even though it broke every record that year. Billie Eilish won, and I have a hilarious video of me getting like mad at the TV, like, little ass next just got robbed.
I was bumped that summer. I was bumping that fucking song by Lil Nas X with the what's his name, Billy fucking Ray.
Billy Ray Cyrus, baby.
That song had a grip on like
the world,
anywhere from 4 to 10-year-olds, hardcore.
You're telling me it wasn't Song of the Year?
I can probably recite every line of Billy Ray's fucking verse on that, which is weird. But yeah, shout out to Lil Nas X. Biggest robbery of the century. Weapons. Speaking of dildos.
Have you seen it?
No, I'm gonna hopefully see it this weekend with Dan. Actually,
saw it opening night. It's very good. I recommend it. Steve, you might not like it.
No.
If you don't expect like, I don't know, just based off what I know about your movie history, which is not great. Grown Ups is like your favorite movie of all time, which, listen, I get it, but Grown Ups is a classic.
I'm just saying, that movie puts me in a good fucking mood no matter what's going on in my life, and that's why it's my favorite movie.
I like Grown Ups. I like it.
It has nothing to do with cinematography. It has nothing to do with, like, the jokes. I'm just like, hey, this is good vibes out on a lake. It was shot in fucking New England.
You shouldn't go in expecting Sinners vibes, just based off of your recent discussion on that. It's not quite like that. It is expertly shot. It has a great story. It's very well acted. It's just not like I think Sinners is a better movie in my opinion.
It's got Brolin in it though, so I'm
yes
all about that. And I can't remember the girl's name in it.
Garner.
Yeah,
she was in the Ozark. I loved her in Ozark.
She's good in this too.
Fucking show.
She was so good at Ozark. Yeah.
The best two performances in the movie is Brolin and the villain, who I won't spoil, but yeah, they're fucking fantastic.
How long is the movie?
2 hours, I think. It's not too long.
Oh, is it you got a lot of jump scare movie, or is it a?
No, it's horror.
Scare? Is
it's
it like Hereditary kind of vibes, like cheeve you out the whole fucking time, or?
No, it's
funny
horror.
Moments, right?
It's very funny. Its horror is very similar to Insidious 1, where it's like, it's not like where it's Hereditary or not Hereditary. I'm sorry. Like Annabelle or whatever. Like the farted out sequels after the Insidious movies, where it's just like jump scare to jump scare to jump scare, CGI fucking horrifying monster every 10 seconds or whatever. It's not that. It's very well placed jump scares with a lot of practical horror effects. And it's not pounding you over the head with jump scares. There are a few. I'm not gonna bullshit you, but there's a lot of humor in there to temper it. It's it's just a really tight story. It's very tight.
No fat on it, no extra bullshit.
No fat.
Reason.
It's very Quentin Tarantino-esque in terms of its narrative structure. So I'll say that.
Well, I mean, it's pretty funny. I mean, like, your review to Steve was definitely not going to discourage him, because you basically said it's not as good as his favorite movie of of his lifetime. So, because the way he talks about Sinners, you watched it like 8 times the first week. It's your favorite movie of all time. So
listen, it's not Sinners, and it certainly ain't no Grown Up, Steve. So that's you off. But no, it's very well done. Very well done by Cregger. He's did a great job. I recommend it.
Shout out Whitest Kids You Know.
What was the other movie that came out that everybody was talking about?
The Naked Gun.
There's that one. There's another one I just thought of that's gone out of my brain. I don't know.
That came out.
Sicario 3 is in the works apparently.
Who's directing?
I don't
Gotta
know.
be Villeneuve.
I can't remember. I'll look it up right now.
Sicario 2 was not that good. I just rewatched Sicario 1 like 2 days ago. That movie is fucking so goddamn good. Oh,
dude, Paige loved that movie. I was like, she got in a heist movie and like an action movie kind of vibe like one weekend, and we watched Den of Thieves and Den of Thieves 2.
Den of Thieves is good.
With Sicario 2. And it was like, she loved Sicario. I was like, just watch the first scene, like where they break into the house in Arizona. I was like, just watch this whole first scene. And after she watched that, she's like, all right, I'm in. Like, let's watch it. Like,
dude, the beginning of that movie, Villeneuve he does like, it's hard to explain, but he does like epic, momentous things with his soundtrack, with like his beginning scenes where it's just like the Sicario soundtrack is fucking one of the best soundtracks I've ever heard, where it's like a constant thump, like it's building up the pressure of what's gonna occur in the film.
When you guys are reminding me of a movie that if you might have swept on. It wasn't that huge when it came out, but me and Dan watched it, and it's Soderbergh, so it's Ocean 11 director. Did you guys see Logan Lucky? I like that movie.
I like Logan Lucky. Yeah, that's very good. That's very funny too.
I wanted to see who's the guy from James Bond that's in that?
That's
Craig.
Daniel Craig.
I wanted to see him play that. Like, he had that crazy accent and he had all the tattoos and the skinhead look. I wanted to see that so bad.
Have you seen Knives Out?
I saw Glass Onion. I don't know if I never saw the original though.
Well, one's better than Glass Onion, but they're both very, very good films, and it's Craig doing like that southern.
I love that you got that southern drawl.
Yeah.
He's unbelievable with it.
And they're coming out with a third one this year, so it's a good time to jump in.
It's also just love when
I got nothing on Sicario 3 on who's directing it. They're just saying that it's definitely back up in the works. It was in the writing last year, but then they had the strikes. And
that's Saga's on. Don't love that.
Somebody picked it back up to finish the script, so it's still being made. So I don't know who's going to be doing the directing, but Villeneuve on that on Sicario 1, the sound on that movie, like it just got you into it.
I'm gonna rewatch it again tonight just because I fucking love that film. And my favorite scene obviously is when they're, spoiler alert for Sicario, a film that came out in 2015 or something. When they're going into the tunnel, and it's got like the Delta team or whatever, and it's got the soundtrack's thumping, and it's got like the Arizona or the Southwest sunset in the back, and the SEAL Team 6 going through, and it cuts to the night vision.
See them on like the above the ridge, and then all of a sudden they go down the hill and they disappear. That's such a sick shot.
Chef's kiss. Villeneuve fucking rules. He didn't direct the second one. Not that the second one was a bad film. It wasn't. It just was not anywhere near the first. And hopefully the third one is a return to form.
Don't watch Den of Thieves 2 because it's completely different than Den of Thieves 1.
I heard Den of Thieves stinks. Yeah.
The second one was not as good for sure, but I mean, I like Gerard Butler.
Well, it's because no spoiler alert for Den of Thieves, they killed the main bad guy who was like kind of made the film a little bit.
Well, then you got the guy who screwed them all over and got away with the money.
Ice Cube Jr.
So yeah, he came back in the second one, which is cool.
Yeah, that makes sense though. He's like the mastermind. Also, that guy, by the way, the main bad guy, I forget his actual name, but is Liev Schreiber's half brother. Interestingly enough,
that makes sense. They kind of look alike.
They do.
Big dude vibe.
Liev is a bit. I mean, he was bigger and stronger back. He's older now. He's like an older guy. But his brother is fucking cut out of steel. You know,
they're all fucking units.
Yeah. So. Yeah, that's it. That's it on Movie Corner. Anything else you want to talk about?
No. I'm excited to see what happens.
Battlefield 6 beta. I was playing it all weekend. Very good game.
Yeah, I like it. It feels similar to 3 or 4. Back to the basics, which I like.
Very fun. I'm looking forward to the weekend number 2 tonight, or this weekend. This weekend, sorry.
I wish, dude.
Early, baby.
I wish it was Friday.
Yeah, me too.
I'm dying for Friday already. I just had back-to-back 3-day work weeks, and I'm already dying for a Friday.
Bitch, you were on vacation the last 2 weekends.
Yeah, well, that's not like I sat around and relaxed on those fucking vacations.
No, you never do.
Shit.
Vacation's always doing
UTVs
shit.
for fucking 4 hours through the fucking woods in fucking New
So-
Hampshire and fucking climbing mountains and shit. And, good times. I love fucking New Hampshire.
Yeah, New Hampshire's very pretty. Speaking of pretty, this one was a beaut of an episode, guys. Thank you for doing it.
Thank you.
And we are wrapping up, guys. Thank you for listening. Go Seas. Steve, go back to sleep. Jacob, book your tickets to Weapons.
Yes, definitely.
And we will see you guys within the week, maybe. We'll see. We're figuring out a schedule, but that's for later. Go Seas.
Rest up, Tatum. Rest up, Steve.
Yep.
Feel better, Tatum. Feel better,
rest up, Steve. Rest up, Jays and Steve. Yeah. Go Celtics.
Bye, everybody.